I'm a tortured hostage in Canada. Just woke up a little while ago. Robert Pickton is Danny Smythe. His incest daughter is Desiree Vandell, Darlene Pickton. They're related to the Sanderson Jones families in Winnipeg, and they're in a murder cult. They come from a Rosicrucian, Malachian background. Um, they've been stealing children and sending them to the UK. They murdered all the Aboriginal women and girls because of their type O blood, which they need for the hybrid pods, maybe. They're depopulating the world, starting with Canada, because they killed their family. They did a cartel. They are the cabal. And 20 years ago, they did all this. And they're still torturing me to try to get us to take the blame for their actions. They brought meth into the world. They brought it into Canada. They brought it to Haiti. They brought it to India. And they shipped a bunch to the States with their friends in the cabal. I know all the details. I have everything. Lillian Sanderson is extremely evil. She has been supporting her death nieces, Desiree Vandal and Tia Jones, for all these years. Her whole family is actually an accomplice to all the murders that their witch nieces did. And that's like, we're talking thousands. Since the pig farm, we're talking thousands. Since they came to Winnipeg under the guise of policing and government by mob money, okay, stolen from my mine in northern Manitoba, which Shirley Douglas, a JFK assassin, purchased. They stole that. They distributed it amongst themselves. And now they're trying to depopulate us, saying we're meth heads with bitches in the hospital, street, put them down, put them to sleep. It's a constant thing every day. It's called G5 torture. Fifth generation warfare. They want to destroy our minds and our lives. They want to take our children and destroy their minds and lives. The plan is to basically kill everybody. Canada is the new Germany. And Carney despises all humanity because he's working with them. All day long, every day, everybody's dead, meth head bitch in the hospital. Oh, we're all killers too, by the way. Apparently, we run shotgunnings on people for no reason at all. They came upon my building, the whole group of city officials, government, and policing, and gang members. They ran the whole cartel through our building. Cocaine and guns from Florida with the Chicago police. Danny Smythe's mistress, Tracy Allard, had a bun in the oven from him. She used his son because she was scorned to shoot Romeo for a life insurance policy. He let her go and paid her off. She murdered Officer Mark for him in 2017, the same year that he shot the Hells Angels president. They put an implant in my left eye, and they've been using it to torture me. They watch me bath, piss, pee, dress, whatever, because they're perverts. They've been running children under our tunnels and other people through our tunnels for a number of years. The recruits that had to get out of that told me the truth. They informed me that I was being targeted. They had told me I already knew everything. But they kept going because they have badges on. They're nothing and nobody. They are the devil straight from hell. The Sanderson family is out to lunch They thought that they would kill my family off for all the death warrant money and the money from my bank that they stole $10 million with Greg Brodsky, whom Desiree Pillow smothered, by the way. Katie Peterson came to try to talk to me. They killed her. They block everybody that tries to speak to me. I'm not allowed to speak, testify, witness, anything. I've sent in affidavits. I have a class action lawsuit prepared. And frankly, I don't give a damn what happens to any of these people. These are their problems, not mine. None of their bullshit had anything to do with me ever. I wrote the Canadian National Specification Standards for this country. Okay. I'm a political candidate. They blocked because they want to kill everybody, and I'm trying to save everybody. They will and do eat your children. This is a delicacy for them. The endocrining and the meth together keeps them awake, and their demons roar inside them 24/7. They are demon possessed animals, psychopaths, and they never stop. They never stop in their little cloud room. They did this all for money. They destroyed a life for money. Now they want to do this to my son. They want his house. They got my husband into a nursing home. They raped me in a hospital. They said I was a meth head mass murderer. Hmm. Hmm. I wasn't there. I'm not a murderer. I'm an anthropologist. I was a practicum away from my degree in specializing in Native studies. I know all about the murders of the Aboriginal women. Danny Smythe was very proud with his little friends as they announced how many squaws they butchered. Donald Trump promised a JFK commission would be done and that the truth would come out. But I have never received a phone call, even though I know what the truth is. It's all very suspicious. You know, he talks about med beds, but they're actually death chairs, crucifixion chairs. It's for depopulation, guys. They're all lying. There are gunshots going off at all times, announcements of my family members being dead because they're very special. They killed their entire family. I was in the States for 6 weeks when they set it all up in my building. I didn't even know. My son wasn't even living with me. My son is not their business. Yet he's a spite pawn hostage. Everybody's dead. All day long, everybody's a meth head. All day long, everybody's in the hospital. Everybody's a bitch. And this has been going on all my life. I want them executed. I want to see them executed because that's what they deserve. And that's what needs to happen for our country to be set free. They stole our nation and they're going to steal your children.